So let's start this shiznit. So I'll be watching Falco. He's a 2600. He'll be playing Genji on Lijang Tower. So let's just jump right in. Ooh, did we jump a little bit too in? Yeah, we did. Just a little bit too in. Okay, well, let's see what he's doing.
Well, that worked.
Alright. Alright, so far it's not bad.
Zarya. Oh, Fair's really low.
Okay, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Just watch the melee hits. Your right click when close enough does a lot of damage. It does 86 without headshots. It's also a lot quicker than your melee. So you did have a couple shots left. You should just reload next time, or you know, shoot your right click twice and then reload rather than meleeing a Zarya. The only time I melee a Zarya is if obviously if she's below 30 health, or she I think she's going to start recharging shields. And as a Junkrat, I can't count on my mouse one, so I will just right click her or melee her.
I'm about to die right now.
Oh man, I almost hit you.
Well, I have
When am I gonna do a pro review? I think I'm taking time off of work sometime soon. I'll probably be doing it then. I want to get back into it for sure. Be very careful. Okay, so when
next time I dash
so
to the air before I ult, you should ult me on because
one, don't depend on the Ana. I know you're correcting her right now, but don't depend on the Ana to ult you. Two, know your distance is better. So you dashed from here, like straight at a McCree, and then you stopped right before the McCree, which put him in perfect stun range for you. It was just a bad dash for you. Now, instead of dashing up this way, you could have dashed up right above here and dashed right into the point.
I can.
But yeah, don't go head on. That's not smart.
Yeah, push the button, but
Yeah, it's alright.
fast.
I play on it too. I know what happens. It's frustrating.
And now you're getting smart with him. Don't get smart with him. He's trying to help you.
Anna, get ready to boost me.
Yeah, they're gonna try and boot us off, guys. Watch out.
Yeah, Reinhardt's like, hey, Ana, get ready to boost me. That's smart.
Nope.
Oh, let's go! We capped it.
It's those melees. Those are just completely unnecessary.
Thank you, Ana.
Now, you're not doing a lot of poking. You don't suffer fall-off damage. You should be throwing shurikens constantly.
They have a soldier now instead of McCree. Or no, they're running soldier McCree. No fair.
Go right, go right.
Oh, this is perfect. I would not ult just yet. Good.
Oh, that ult.
I got Lucio.
Ape on point. I'm on dead.
There you go. That was good.
Easy.
Actually, I said don't ult, but I didn't realize the percentage. You should have ulted. If you're that close to winning the game, it's best just to 100% remove the threat, which is the other team. Oh, that's right. I control this. I forget I'm in control. So here we go. We're doing a little pokage. And right here is when you're trying to figure them out. You're like, what's this team doing? How are they figuring out what's their
Push on.
formation look like? Where are the weak targets?
Just give a signal.
Okay, yeah.
I don't even know how the hell that hit that Mercy, but Genji's hitbox. That's good. That's really good. You're still... I don't mind attacking head-on with Genji a little bit. Getting a little stutter there. I don't know if that's your program or if that's what you actually see. Okay, the Reinhardt died twice.
McCree's
Yeah,
low.
it looks like... I don't know. Maybe you're just because of the recording.
Mercy is res.
I'm stuck in here with Road.
Ryan coming back to point.
Oh, Ryan's about to die.
Ryan's like 1 health.
You're gonna have to disengage. At this point, too many people are good. Good. You're
You guys
disengaging.
remind me like a Lucio.
So it looks like your team's having a hard time
Feels like
engaging.
me and it can't do that much.
You don't need McCree and Genji.
I like how the Reaper says that, but
Well, you got a Pharah, so I don't know who else is gonna be dealing with him.
Yeah, maybe we use the Genji then.
Alright.
get 5 ults.
Log, you suck.
Yeah, keep the shield up so I can ult.
Oh, watch out, they charge you.
Damn.
Don't use them.
So this is the problem.
Well, you have to get a point, guys.
If you play
not
too
use
safe,
Or actually, yeah, we're gonna have to. Never mind.
is that the other team can get their ult twice by the time your team got ult once. In fact, no one in your team used ult. I think this game.
Sorry.
A couple guys did there at the end, but for the first 90%. And that includes you. I would say on this map, you were playing it too safe. You kept on attacking from the front. And if they're playing... So you kind of got to understand that they only have so many resources, right? In Overwatch, you got 6 players. Their Pharah kept on floating around the outside on the left. So if this is the point, the Pharah was out here. They had a couple guys up front. Remember, they do have windows you can go up and over. Or you can flank all the way around and get an ult off that way. Essentially, when I run into this issue, and I think any class or any player that runs into this issue where your team is too apprehensive to go in, you have to take a risk. And I know people will be like, oh yeah, you don't want to just like jump in alone with solo Genji ult. But if your team's not doing shit, sometimes you have to be that catalyst to make the thing move. And even if you kill 3 people and the Mercy reses, like at least you're forcing something out. Do something. Too many people try to play it safe. At a certain point, you just have to say fuck it all and just jump in. Storm Smasher, I believe you're tonight. I think you're in like 6 episodes or something. And the emotes got approved, I think, yesterday, but we have them today.
We have Ryan and Roadhog and Lucio. McCree.
Log, you suck.
We got some...
Which hog you talking to?
Their
Torbjorn?
Roadhog's almost dead. Oh, their Mercy's almost dead.
Their Ryan shield's down.
Okay, this is good. That Mercy's still out there. Yep, there she is.
Far above.
Mercy's on the right.
You can hear the Pharah behind you, so watch out for that.
Went way too far.
There's Lucio.
They're all on the outside,
Mercy's
guys.
lit.
They're about to go up.
Stan.
Where's the someone else dies?
So far, I like this. I would ult here. Like this is prime spot to ult.
I got him.
You're weak though. So
Back up, Genji, back up.
you know a couple of your people were dying,
15.
and I know it would have been a very risky ult. But remember, your ult can make up for a numbers disadvantage. That's the main purpose of an ult. I at least in my mind, is to either A, secure a number. Well, it's securing a number advantage means to get the numbers on your side, or to make sure the numbers on your side stay high.
I got pinned. Down.
You hear me to the left. This, oh my god. That, like, here is where, like, you could have ulted. The hog's still behind you, by the way. Yeah, it was probably an ally hog. But if you can get to the squishies with no movement modifier, like, you're in such a good spot.
Alright, we gotta group up and push. We're not doing much right now. Nice pick, let's go.
Notice I can get my team to engage. We're playing a hyper-aggressive Ryan. Yeah. Someone just needs to have courage and to
After this, I'm gonna
start the fight.
Okay.
There you go. So,
You guys
like,
can still do it. We're even.
yeah, this is good. Like,
Come on, you two, you got it. It's just Mercy and
That's why we
Ryan.
need to stay back.
Like what you're doing there was, I liked it. I wish you'd done it. Well, once they baited out the, quote unquote baited out the Mercy ult. As soon as Mercy used her ult, end them. And you got a couple kills. You put a lot of damage on Reinhardt.
Whereas we need to stop dying so we can rescue. Stay back.
No, don't stay back. It's over. This round. Oh, okay.
You're still attacking too much from the front. I think overall, also we got a big ol' motherfucking bit donation from Captain Cook 309. 500 bits. Thank you so much for it. He says you're awesome. That's it. Thank you so much. Freelos, while we're waiting for this to go, he says, when you talk about positioning, what do you do if your team is out of position? Go with them or stay in a good hiding spot or holding spot? So, positioning is all about balance for competing demands. Now, the demand when your team is out of position is, do I try to do something myself or do I go with my team that's doing something wrong? In Overwatch, it is tough to carry by yourself. That's all there is to it. The game is designed to make things difficult to carry. So usually it's better to do something dumb with your team than it is something good by yourself. And that's all there is to it. Just because the numbers advantage is huge in Overwatch. Ochi Whale says, just wanted to say I love your reviews. Very helpful and way better than the overall guides. Well, the problem is overall guides, they try to teach every class like it's some super specific special thing, and it's not. Overwatch is 90% general skill, 10% class specific. I would say overall, you're still way too upfront with the Genji.
Get Mercy, get Mercy.
Like you keep diving straight at them head on, which it can work, and I think when you're good enough, you can do that. But when you're not, it's very dangerous. Also, you're quite currently overall quite you're stingy with your ultimate. If you can get 2 to 3 kills with your ultimate, every fucking time. It will stall their push for at least 20 seconds. It'll give your team like 20% to 30% on the clock. Like, this is a good time to ult and go for the Mercy.
I'm dead.
Okay, here it comes. Ult. Oh.
Falco, tell me when you want an antidote.
Okay.
Never mind.
I'm down.
There you go. Okay, that worked.
Nice.
Your ult timing is either like get the Mercy or wait till she ults and then kill everyone. What's your opinion on how quickly they are to deflect? I don't play Genji, so I don't know how often you should use it. So I mentioned this last time, and I guess I'll probably go over it at the end here.
Hog, you suck.
I thought he just said, "Hog, you suck." I was like, damn, that's rough.
I got rid of the soldier.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
Yeah, just remember your right click, if you hit... So first of all, your right click has higher DPS than your left. Secondly, if you hit all headshots, you do 164 damage. It means a 200 hit point class, if for whatever reason you get a trip headshot, dash, you will kill a 200 hit point class.
Whoa.
But you can use deflect often. There's nothing wrong with using deflect. It's got a, I would say, a low cooldown at 8 seconds. So it's okay to use it. Essentially, you want to use it when negotiating ranges. When you go from like whenever you go from short to medium or medium to long, and you need that 2-second buffer to negotiate these distances, that's when I see a very strong time to use deflectors.
Alright. When I dash in the air.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, Mercy flew. Soldier and Mercy both really low.
That's the worst feeling in the world.
Soldier, get soldier lit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've charged off the edge.
So careful with Genji's burst. Remember, melee is really slow. So you kind of tried to burst like a full hit point target. And you missed, so you had this really, really long reload time because of it. It wasn't even a reload, just a really long downtime.
Alright, you guys got it,
I know a lot of people use the combo. You see pros do it all the time, and it's because they can hit it constantly that, you know, the chance of air is down because they're skilled. That's all.
Okay, I thought I was praying they wouldn't win off that.
I think he uses deflect a bit early. He would get more value if he baited people and then used it.
Alright, one more.
The problem with baiting is people get better, and people can bait out your bait, right? It's a mind game. even as a Junkrat, I can shoot straight up or straight down, and you're going to go off of the sound that I make when I shoot, and I can pull out your deflect. Also, as a Junkrat, you guys have seen it. I can use Concussive Mind outside of your deflect range. So you're like, oh, I'm going to wait and bait this out, and that can do 120 damage to you. Other classes can do the same. McCree can do it. Soldier can do it.
This soldier's out of position here. Alright, he's back.
No, it's okay if you would have followed him. See, now you're attacking head-on again. Remember, you're Genji. You got to be annoying as fuck. That's half of your job.
Sorry.
Either comes to me for heals.
So he uses it a lot when nobody's even looking at him. Well, yeah. But that's those minute... I know I say it's minute, and people are like, that's not minute at all. What's killing this guy in this game is his... just constant attacking head-on.
Alright, let's get out of there. Oops.
Here, I'll go healer if you guys want.
Yeah, I'm not very good.
Just go with tank or something.
There you go.
Ryan's actually kind of lit. Nah, never mind.
See, you're still staying in front of everyone,
Let's get in.
including a Zarya.
I'm drawing their Ryan out.
Wind down.
Again, there's that melee that's right there is when you wanted to do that.
Ryan charging on point.
I think Soldier has attack visor.
They wasted all their ults.
Yeah, I just died, dude.
I mean, you say wasted, and your team is dead. I wouldn't say it's wasted.
Alright, I have my ult first.
That's one of those subtle things where you're like, oh, the guy's just trying to keep it like a little bit too much of a positive mentality.
Where they can set up.
Oh yeah, Lucio and Soldier off point. Let's just fight him here.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, like that deflect was a little strange.
Someone else dies, Mercy, you just res.
You need to ult.
I got charged and I'm gone. I'm not gone. Ryan is super off place.
Yeah, Lucio?
Oh,
That's you almost a good rule for Genji. It's not a good rule, but you know if you take a shot, then you can deflect. But don't deflect unless you're really unless your reaction time's amazing or you know they're going to shoot something like that. But if you get shot once, then you can deflect. But that was just I think just slow reaction time or. Ooh, there you go. That was good.
Watch out for grab.
Now this is one of the times you can dash through them and get through to the squishies.
Get guard, Zari. Nice. Watch out for Zarya grab. She's gonna use it, definitely.
Hey, this is going well. This is going really well.
forever to get her ult back.
I know, but she hasn't used it in a while. And she's pretty high charge.
Nick, you can pressure that soldier a little bit
Got it for next push.
and force his hand. Because you have the 2-second delay in dash. That sucks. Also with new Hog, that's what you're going to have to do from now on. Is when you hook someone, you shoot them once or twice.
They're charging. They're coming from mid.
They're definitely using grab. So Mercy just hide.
Mercy, stay alive. If someone else dies, res.
Res.
No. Res.
Your job.
Watch out. Oh,
See how this ends.
I'm down.
Touch it.
We're getting a lot of them.
You can do it, guys. You can do it.
There, yeah. You can still do it, just survive. You gotta fight now, you gotta fight. Nice charge.
See what happens.
You can do this. Everything you got.
Also, it's good. It's good to like just look around. I saw you swapping through heroes really quickly there, but pick one guy, look what's there, and now you have a better idea of what's going on the point.
It's okay, we can still do it.
Ryan's almost dead.
Amazing.
Just get back into the fight.
Amazing.
Okay, okay, okay. You guys did it.
Wow.
Well, you did that
Well
one.
done, guys. Good job. That was fucking amazing.
Oh no, we still gotta get it though.
What's your?
Fucking sick, guys.
Got
Well done.
Tracer.
Tracer on point.
You have to get that feet and crippling boots of death.
Ban the soldier. Yep.
Soldier and Mercy lit. Zarya low. Get Zarya, get Zarya, get Zarya.
Soldier behind.
No, I didn't.
Okay, this is great.
Lucio. Now Tracer.
So I think you played this one a lot better.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Oh,
It was hard fight.
Your alts were a little rough. I'm
Well
not gonna lie.
deserved.
A little rough. I'll just say a lot of rough. So I did want to say this before. Hold on. I gotta pull up the triangle. So with Genji, how Genji works is that you want to be on the edge of combat. So if this is combat, like whatever, the point, it's where everyone are fighting, Genji survives on this square, like within a square. You're looking to be here and here. Here is good. I think actually here is the worst if they're all looking this way. This is the worst place to be. You want to be on the fringe of combat. And from the fringe, you see what their formation is, where people are weak, and attack there. He literally says it when you pick him. Like I'm going to attack where they least expect it. That's kind of like Genji's theme. But the thing is getting from here to here is quite dangerous. Same thing from here to here. And getting all the way over here is quite dangerous as well. For these smaller sides, you can use deflect to get inside the range, right? You can use dash to get through the team and deal with them back here. And that's a bit riskier, a little bit of an advanced technique of going straight through them to get them. But what you want to avoid is going head-on with the entire team. You did that with McCree a lot, Hog. Like, going straight one-on-one in front of them at 2600 is tough. Now, if you're a lot better and you can nail your shots, then yeah, you can do some things that I would not approve of, but you can do those in time because you understand the class at a deeper level. Until you do that, then you must suffice on the normal Genji tactic, which is just chilling on the edge of combat. And yeah, if you're ever going from medium, short to long range, deflect is what you can use to bridge this distance. And I've also mentioned Genji. Why you want to stay on the fringe of combat and you don't want to stay too far away is that you want this. You want this. Where if they move, you can move with them, right? You don't want to be disconnected because if they move, then oh, I got to move like this. Or they can lie to you. They can look like they're moving forward, so you move back, but they don't do anything actually. And as you go around them, you can use deflect to negotiate this time and space. And that's what you do. You need to stay on them. You need to keep constant pressure. Remember, you don't have fall-off damage. So constantly attack them. Constantly keep them honest by putting pressure on them. Now, not so much pressure that they can kill you, right? Don't overcommit, but definitely just stay right on the edge of combat. Now, whether that's on the side, in front, or behind them, actually, these are all good places, but I avoid the front just because that's where usually their tanks are looking, and the tanks behind them are usually the DPS, or at least people that can shut you down. And the people you gotta watch out for with Genji, Roadhog, just a big one. everyone has to watch out for him, right? He shuts everyone down. That's his job. And of course, McCree or stuff like that. Even, I mean, Soldier's pretty rough because he can splash damage you pretty good with Helix Rocket. You know, you just gotta watch out for what whoops your ass sometimes. But again, they're usually looking forward. If I attack from this way and I have multiple people look this way, that's less people looking at the front, right? So your team has an easier job going down the front lane. This is how you play Genji. You go around the sides, you use deflect to get to this side, you use deflect to get to this side, and you attack from this way. But you're constantly poking and prodding and analyzing their formation and structure to see what's weak. And as soon as something's weak, you have to strike in. And that's why you can't be disconnected like this. If you see a weakness, by the time you close this distance, they'll fix it. But if you're just close enough or right on them where they can't lie to you and they show weakness, then you can take advantage of it. Stuff like that. So that's my honest opinion with Genji, and I do watch people like Siegel in that play, and pretty much what I watch is exactly how they play. A lot of people use deflect as a shield, a last chance to buy some time and bail from a fight. I mean, that's the thing. If you start a fight, and I think that has OG Wales, that has a lot more to do with timing than actual strategy. Usually you'll fight, and usually like 20% into the fight you'll use deflect to try to do something, right? Try to either get abilities out to buy yourself time to see what to get even deeper. And by the time the fight's done, usually it's when your deflect is up. So 8 seconds later is usually when it's up. And so you'll see that. You'll see this last ditch deflect and then dash out. Just remember, deflect buys you 2 seconds. But it also buys them 2 seconds. And let's say it was like back in the day when Hog was on a 6-second cooldown for Hook. Do you want to give Hog 2 seconds? I mean, you'll survive for 2 seconds longer, but at worst, he's waiting 4 seconds to... Well, technically, best case for you is you deflected at the last possible second to deflect, and so you have like 5.8 seconds of time to hit him while he does not have hookup. Worst case is you deflected at the beginning of it, in which case there's 4 seconds. And that's... Guys, we're talking about 4 seconds of time. That's so fucking minute. If you think 4 seconds matters to you at like 3,000 or below, you guys are looking at the wrong details. Actually, don't even look at details when you're below Grandmaster. You just don't worry about the details. You have to worry about your whole structure and your whole play style rather than just these little ones and twos offs. It's funny, that's why I say Overwatch is 90% normal skill, 10% hero-specific skill. Yeah, don't worry about these super minute details. Worry about them later. It's good to have them in your head early on, but early on, like really, really early on, that's not what's going to win you a game. Being able to, so let's say Junkrat. Being able to double jump with Junkrat does not win you a game. It's a cool technique, but it's a technique based off of fundamentals. It's not some technique that you pull up and you're like, this is my special move and it's going to work and it's going to win all these games. No. It's just something that's developed through just playing Junkrat over and over and over. But even then, it still relies on fundamentals of Overwatch, one to use, because it's like distance, timing, understanding choke points and where to use it, how to use it, and just like that. And it's not specific to Junkrat. It's just like, how do I negate this choke point? How do I do it with Bastion? How do I do it with a flying class, with a flanker? All right, do I want to approach this as a head-on person, like a DPS class? Do I want to approach it like a flanker? Do I want to approach it like a tank? Doesn't matter what class you're playing, you can approach a choke point all these different ways. This is general Overwatch skill. It's not like, how do I approach this tank? This choke is Genji. Right? Because then it would be like, oh, it's my first time playing Genji, then I don't know how to approach the choke point. But that's throwing out all of the knowledge I have in Overwatch, right? It's a dumb way to look at stuff. But that's a lot of talking, so let's say about this guy. I was actually, clear accuracy is not that great. But there's nothing you can do about that except play more. Positioning. 2 forward, or 2 head-on. 2 head-on. You approach most of the time, like here's to everyone, they're looking this way. And you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna fight him head-on. That's a tough It's a tough way to do it. You're stacking the odds against yourself. Which is cool, because now you can learn what is it like as a Genji attacking head-on. But the problem is most people just play Genji like this, and they don't say it as, oh, let's see what happens if I attack head-on all the time. Yeah, you should be over here or over here. Logistically, again, 2 forward, 2 head-on. It's okay to flank, but remember flanking takes time. A couple times with your team, nothing was happening, and sometimes you have to force this motion. It's okay to do a little bit of a longer flank and attack with your team as they attack in the front. You just have to create some type of stir. You have to force the hand of the enemy team to do something, even if it's to use Mercy Res to counter whatever you did. Just do it. Just push something and make something happen. Skill usage is also in here, and people in chat have been mentioning it. Deflect, you're a bit late on deflects a lot of the time. I wouldn't worry about baiting and doing all of that stuff with deflect right now. Just use deflect to get shit done. Yeah, so almost treat it like a Zarya bubble at first. Like that soldier, he was shooting you a couple times and using Helix Rocket. I think you deflected it a couple times, but that's like a pattern you can notice. You can use it to save allies. Genji's deflect does have depth. Like, if this is the character and you're looking this way, if we're talking about a top-down view, it's not right here. Like, Genji's deflect doesn't start at his model. It actually starts about right here. I believe someone said it was 1 Genji width in front of him. So if you have a hero right, you can deflect in front of an ally to help him out. Your dashes seemed alright. Your ability to keep your enemy in front of you is up here, and that was, I believe, affecting a lot. But with logistics, again, you were still going straight in more than I would like it. Even if you go left a little bit or right a little bit, like, that's fine. You don't have to go all the way around and flank. But with Lijang Tower, what was it? What is it? It's the one with the circle stuff in the middle. What is it? It's this one where there's a staircase here, the outside's out here. There's the wall here and a wall here. Health pack here, another wall. This one. As a Genji, you went on point, and then you kind of chilled here. Like, get over here and hit him from this way. Or press up into the server room and attack him from this way, or even go into the server room and attack him from this way. You can even, like, attack him from the side of the wall. Like, you have to attack them not head on. So just don't be here. Sometimes you have to, but try not to. What is the easiest recording software for reviews? Anything. I mean, Shadowplay works. Obs Studio, Obs Classic works. 1 Genji in front of him. 1.5 Genjis on the side. Okay, that's deflect range. Information. I didn't see any, like, you didn't get snuck up on. Maybe a couple times where I was like, yeah, there's a Pharaoh behind you. Watch out for that. It looked like you're using sight and sound properly. I think you're keeping an eye on your team somewhat. But understanding how your team, like, so it's one thing to keep an eye on your team, but it's also another thing to understand how your team's defending based on the class rollout they're using. So if you know they're going to be more conservative, then you kind of got to play maybe a little more conservative or a little bit more assertive, because nothing else is, like, breaching that period. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. If you're on the point, as Genji, get off the point and then attack at long ranges. Because you do not suffer fall-off damage, you need to put pressure on when people are getting to the point. Right? Traveling distance is a disadvantage. So what I mean by that is, if a team has to go all this way to get to a point, you should be attacking them while they're here the entire time. Just constantly putting pressure on them and just making them deal with shit. one. Well, actually, the main reason is the more decisions you make the enemy make, the more chances they have of being wrong and making the wrong decision. That's why at the highest levels, it's not who's better than who, it's who makes less mistakes. That's the truth of it. So I always try to make, I always throw a lot of variables at someone, and I just make them, I try to overload them and hope they make a mistake. If they don't make a mistake, then I back off and I keep on making them make decisions. And at a certain point, it's just one-on-one, and I just say, all right, your decision is to fight me. Let's see who's better. That's something. But I hope my positioning is so good that they have to be really a lot better than me. But overall, I think you did fine. I would say like your accuracy is actually quite inhibiting you. And your positioning. These are the two things. These are the main things you have to worry on. I actually don't even worry about accuracy because that comes with time. There's nothing special you have to drill with that. It just takes practice.
Timing's overrated.
But positioning is what I want you to work on. That's my one thing for you. You're very head-on all the time. And remember, there's a difference between attacking head-on like this and being on the side and a slight angle. You're attacking head-on constantly. You're attacking like a DPS behind a Reinhardt shield. When you're not, you're a Genji. Genji Tracer. I would consider Junkrat and Pharah as well part of the flanking group. You can play him from behind a shield, but it's best not to. So, that's it about that one. We will move on. Thank you, Falco. So here we have